Hi everybody, sanibonani. Welcome to my channel. Igama lami nguNtando Mdletshe, and on this channel sikhuluma ama-reality TV shows, ama-celebrities kanye nama-YouTubers. If it's your first time joining me today and you really like my content, do not forget to press the subscribe button. I always feel like I speak fast on my voiceovers for some reason. So let me try to slow it down. So listen, you guys, Busta 929 was booked for an event. One of those artists that did not show up for an event that were booked for on the New Year's Eve. But you know what the interesting thing about the story is that the organizers are not happy with the fact that he did not show up. But I remembered another story, you guys, that concerned Zimbabwe, and it's this story here. Remember when Somizi was already picked up and ready to go to Zimbabwe for some event? You remember? And it says here, Somizi has responded to reports that his visit to Zimbabwe could be blocked by government because of his sexual orientation. Okay. He ended up not being able to go to Zimbabwe because he is GAY. Okay. Now I was like, no man, do they know in Zimbabwe what this guy, this what has been reported about this guy in South Africa? Do they read any of the media? Yes, in South Africa in Zimbabwe. So basically, they blocked Somis, but they allowed him. Like, no wonder he didn't make it, you guys. The ancestors of Zimbabwe was like, listen, organizers of events, you are messing up here. We are going to make sure that this guy oversleeps and doesn't make it for the plane because how are you allowing him in the country? Listen, you guys, Africa will confuse you sometimes. Because I think honestly, you guys, if I had to choose, I would if really I had to choose and I'm like, okay, in my country, you know, I am very, very strict. If I own the country, that is, you guys. If I own the country, I'll be like, okay, so Mizi, come, basta. Not really. Okay. Not really. I have too many young girls in my country and I care very much about them. So if I had to choose, I would choose Somizi. Unless you guys, the reason they didn't want Somizi was because of what he has been previously convicted of. Because Somizi has also been previously convicted of a very serious crime. If we're considering that, then both of them shouldn't be coming to my country. That is if I own the country. But Zimbabwe is like, no. Somizi is a no. Basta is a yes. I'm like, what? Do they have young girls in Zimbabwe? Do they care about them? Okay. Okay. DJ and producer Tapelo Ndo, popularly known as Busta 929, left fans in Zimbabwe highly disappointed after failing to pitch up for the gig on December the 31st, and the organizers are up in arms. They are even up in arms about the fact that he did not show up. Okay. This is another story written by Umbalendle Zuma for the Sunday World. It says organizers of the event and Busta 929 team are on wild goose chase regarding 100,000 rands refund that they are entitled to because of the mess up. Listen, they even paid him 100,000 rands to come to their country. Sunday World can exclusively reveal that Busta 929 was booked as the main actor for the Munch and Sip Food Festival in Bulawayo. According to the source, who cannot be revealed, Sebonga Hazo, who is a booking agent and usually does booking for gigs in Zimbabwe, had organized a series of artists to perform. Initially, he had secured Melo and Slizzy, okay? And Melo and Slizzy were like, listen, we have too much going on this night. So they ended up booking him. So he wasn't even the first choice. When the Sunday World reached out to the organizers, they said that they still are in talks with Busta 929 and his team regarding the refund procedures. I don't know, you guys, if I'm praying for them to get this refund because I don't understand this decision here that they made, but they made that decision. After failing to secure Melo and Sleazy, has suggested Busta 929 as an alternative, okay? And accordingly, the organizers picked him. Both parties agreed to the fee and signed the contract. They assured us that they were excited to come to Zimbabwe. A poster and marketing strategy was put into place, and we took the backlash on our strides, especially because of Busta 929 controversies. So they even knew about the controversies. They knew it very well, but they still booked him. And it wouldn't be an issue really if we never had the Somizi situation. I think it was a Somizi situation in Zodwa, but I think Zodwa was another country. But guys, if I owned a country, Zodwa Wabantu will not, be allowed to come to my country. Never, 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 never. Okay. We continued and stood by the decision we made, and we were required to pay everything in full because of exchange rates. He then explained that we were short of 5,000 rand. And we sent it day before. He was supposed to travel, said the organizers. On the day of the event, Pastor tonight and his team reassured the organizer that they were going to be there. Around 4 p.m., they informed the organizers that they had missed the flight. Listen, you guys, I can imagine Pastor just there by his bed, relaxing and saying, listen, I'm already at the airport. Oh, oops, I missed the flight. He knows the 100,000 is already in his bank account. At this time, the show had already started, and we did not know how to tell people that Pastor 929 was no longer coming. And so we let the show go on. The organizers got a lot of backlash. And when they made an announcement that they had a lot of unhappy people who threw bottles on stage, one of the bottles damaged the stage manager's compact disc jockey. When contacted for comment, Hazo confirmed they did not make it to the gig in Bulawayo. We missed our flight. However, we didn't. We did check in though, but I mean, guys, listen, if you are supposed to meet me somewhere and you miss your flight, like, I don't care if you did check in. The point is you were supposed to show up for the meeting and you did not show up. So basically, he's saying, listen, you guys, we really wanted to come because we even checked in. We just missed the flight. How does it help anybody that you did check in? Okay. We missed our flights. However, we did check in though, but immigration lines were too long. Hence, we missed our flights. As I said, listen, you were supposed to be at the airport early in the morning. I don't know what time your flight was, but you were supposed to be uh in there early in the morning. Okay. Anyway, you guys, that's all that's going on with this guy. I'm shocked by Zimbabwe. Anyway, you guys, I'm always shocked by my own continent, Africa. Okay. The things that we allow to happen in our country and the things that we pretend to not like. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before Pumegona, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Nginethanda kakhulu.